Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Big Paul's Trucking. Well, it's Saturday morning. We're just getting ourselves moving. It's been a busy week. I wanted to try to give you guys an update video. Got my cup of coffee. And look at the weather around here, you guys. Look at the snow. We've been plowing. We've been trying to keep up around here. But hey, let's take a walk into the shop, and I'll show you what we've been doing. Now, this week we actually had a busy week. I didn't do a ton of filming. Oops, sorry about that. Hang on here. We gotta get our coffee cup. There we go. In the right hand. Oh, everything's fighting me. But I'm going to give you guys a little update where we're at. I didn't do a lot of work to Big Green this week. But the black truck, well, it's gotten some work. Some major work. Let me get the heat started. All right, you guys, I'm back. Well, we got it warmed up here in the shop. And it's been a little bit of a hectic week. I didn't film a lot of this because on the black truck here, let me turn this around. My V8 1993 Mack CL713. Look at that big engine, you guys. Well, the clutch on this truck, you guys, was completely destroyed. I mean, completely destroyed. So I want you to see what we pulled out of here. Check this out. Have any of you guys ever seen an intermediate plate crack like that? Look at that. Completely cracked in half. The brake pad, or the clutch pads, I mean, they're not completely wore out, but this thing is cracked up. I think I put a little bit too much heat in this situation. So, okay, you guys, I want you to check this out. This is the flywheel when it was still in the truck. You can see that drive plate. Look at how cracked it is. It was wedged in there. We had to get pry bars to get it out. So then we finally got it on the floor, and we're able to inspect the parts. And again, look at the bluing in that plate and the crack. Have you ever seen a clutch destroyed this bad? I never have. So BP Bulldog will be back on the road shortly. It's waiting patiently for the machine shop. Thanks. So, as you guys can see down here, we got the big transmission out. That's a Mack 13 speed. It's humongous. You can't see nothing. That's the problem with this, you guys. This is exactly why I didn't film a lot of this, because it is so hard to see anything and have any of it make sense. So check that out. That's the back of the E9. Luckily, my rear main is not leaking, but look at all the schmutz on the frame rails and all the stuff that needs to be cleaned and scraped and before I put that transmission back in. But right now, the flywheel is at the machine shop getting, well, they got to do a little work to it. Believe it or not, flywheels come in two ways, like 8-inch center hole and a 10-inch center hole. Two pretty common sizes. I think they're the only two I know of. And what that reflects is, you see this circle right here? This circle where it sits down into the flywheel. The larger the circle, the bigger the clutch, the more robust clutch it is, and the more PSI it has for holding that clutch engaged when we're pulling the sled. So We've been just killing ourselves doing that. Kind of a neat perspective. You can see the truck. See behind that E9, there's my turbo. I got a new turbo coming, so that's going to be coming off. But we're just doing hot rod high performance parts to this. Fast fuel system, a few things like that. But we're going to get her done. Now, Big Green, she's just been hanging out. Got all of her wheels on her. And we got to get our act together here this next week. We're going to be doing a few things to Paul's truck. We're going to get this bumper put on Paul's truck. Look at that. 15 lights across the bottom. I think it's a 20-inch tall bumper. So it's going to look real good. And then our friend Dane Scott from Dane Scott's Truckers Lounge, he has another 9670 like Paul's truck. And Paul and him are going to be trading. He wants Paul's stock fiberglass original international visor, and Dane has a real nice tall stainless steel one that Paul wants. So they're going to trade visors, even up, and be able to at that point have what each of them wants. You know, Dane likes the old school look, and Paul wants that stainless look where you only got a little bit of the windshield poked out.
There you have it. That's Paul's truck sitting next to Dane's truck. They're going to swap visors, so Paul's is going to have that, plus a new bumper. Can't wait.
So another thing I got to work on is I got all new struts for the wife's car, the Subaru. 2 fronts and 2 rear. Well, I need to get time to put that together too. So, I don't know, you guys. I've been going as usual like a one-arm paper hanger or a one-legged guy in a butt-kicking contest, but we've been going. So, anyways, I wanted to give you guys some updates and tell you guys I've been thinking about you. It's been a busy week. I wish I had I wish I would have got these maxis on. I actually think I might work on this today because, work on Big Green, because now that the flywheel is at the machine shop. Well, that's what I didn't finish telling you. Believe it or not, on that E9, it had an 8.5-inch center hole to the flywheel. And they're going to bore that out to 10.5 inches. So then a 10-inch center will fit into that recess they're going to cut. And then we're going to go with it's a 3,000 PSI pressure clutch. And that's the only way you're going to get that big of a clutch. Now, when we did Paul's truck in that 9670, we actually bought a new Cummins flywheel for that big cam with a 10-inch center, and then we put a 2,500 PSI 10-inch, 15-inch clutch in that truck. I know that's only a little confusing, but believe it or not, it made a big difference, and now his truck snaps in, and that thing is locked. So we're not worried about his truck and clutch problems. But I had nothing but clutch problems last year. And with that intermediate plate busted like that, guys, I've never seen that before. I mean, and even in the pressure plate, there's a couple cracks. So let me get you a little extra video of that, and I sure appreciate you watching my channel. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, check this out. Look at the bluing. You think this clutch got hot? Ooh-wee! Look at that. I have never had a clutch do this, crack like that. I think it's from the, it had a lot of previous abuse. This truck hauled logs out of the woods for many years. So I wasn't the only one to abuse it. This clutch was probably in this truck 15 years. Look at that. It's got a little spot where it was drilled, and that's where it cracked. That's not great. And then check this out. If we get all the way down to the pressure plate, we gotta get this out of here. You can see where the pressure plate was starting to crack too. Look at that. Look at that crack, you guys. And look at the burn. I guess this is what happens when you let your clutch out at 2,500 RPM. And slip it while you're building boost. Look at that, you guys. So we definitely done toasted this clutch. Whether I did it all or, previously working that truck. This truck for the company that owned it before me, they hauled carryall, they hauled horizontal grinders with it, chippers, huge chippers with V8 cat engines on them. This truck worked. It worked. And I was actually talking to the mechanic up there, and he said every truck driver they had drove this truck at one time or another when their trucks were broke down. And so it's had a lot of abuse, and that's all within the last 15 years. It might have had, who knows, 10 drivers in this truck. And they may only have been in it for a week, so they didn't care about this truck. They just ran it hard and got the job done. So the clutch looks like it, but that's okay. I'm certainly the guy that finished it. I had one truck pull last year, you guys, where I actually went, a friend of mine was driving my truck, and he was kind of showing me the ropes. But we did 2 truck pulls back to back within about 5 minutes. And I think it got that clutch so hot that's what caused it to crack. And ever since that night, it wouldn't fully disengage. And that was a really unusual thing. I'm holding the pedal to the floor, and it's still bucking trying to pull. And never experienced that before on a truck either. But, you never know what it's going to do. But once we got it apart, now we see what the problem was. I actually was really looking forward to seeing that clutch with my own eyes because I never had one do that. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to get working on Big Green, and that's going to take me all day today, but I'll get some video of it. The black truck just had to get done so it can get through the process. It's not really a restoration, it's just a repair. So we're going to get back to the restoration. Hey, guys, thanks for watching my channel. Big Paul's Trucking, I'm out!